Bless the real, holy, raw and real. God, bless the real, holy, raw and real. God, bless the real, holy, raw and real. God, bless the real, holy, raw and real. Church in the trap. God, bless the real, holy, raw and real. Church in the trap. Holy, raw and real. God, bless the real, holy, raw and real.
What's up? What's up? What's up? What's up, man? We had to come on real quick. I had something else I had planned to do, but something came up, so I wanted to come on and make a quick little stop by. This ain't no episode, but we got some came up. So I had a post that I made on my personal page, and I think it kind of got a little misunderstood. But the post was saying, who killed Jesus, right? And I said, so-called believers. I'm just saying. And I just wanted to clarify it because sometimes things get misinterpreted. But let's be clear though. It was the so-called believers, right? So who's killing you is something that came to my head after I sat and kind of meditated and thought about this a little bit, man. And for the most part, the people that's killing you are the people who has access to you, right? Those are the people that has the capability to plan it out and to execute it. Now, I was just telling me and my wife the other day was talking about something, and it all goes back. Oh, matter of fact, it was something that I seen, something that I knew was going on. And I was like, man, it's crazy, man. It goes back to what we was saying before about, Christians eating Christians. So we've been doing it for a long time because even though they were not Christians, the Pharisees, the high priests, the Sadducees, the Sanhedrin Council, period, even though they were not Christians, they were followers of the law, awaiting the Messiah. And when he came, they couldn't even recognize him, and they ended up killing him, right? So a lot of times, man, the people who you should be weary of, the people who you should be most concerned about, is not the people who you think it is. It ain't the people who you think is a threat, because honestly, if they don't have access, if they don't know your address, if they don't know your whereabouts, if they don't know your plans, then how could they really do any real damage, right? Jesus was betrayed with a kiss. That means the person that betrayed him had to have access, right? So yeah, it came from the house of faith. Okay, watch. Okay, so I understand that the Romans killed him. Like, they carried out the execution. Okay, now let's keep holding on real now. Okay, so where I'm from, people have done that. They've put out hits, right? Okay, so if a hitman comes and kills somebody, I expect that hitman to do his job. That what he was hired to do. He was hired to kill whatever it is or whoever it is. He's hired to kill. What I don't expect is, I don't expect for that person who hired the hitman to come from inside my house. Because honestly, if you're inside the house, then I trust you. If you inside the house, then I got some kind of faith or belief that, we're on the same team, right? Yeah. So, who's killing you. Now, we all see it all the time. You know, believers, Christians, family, you know, out, you know, coming out, you know, posting and saying all kind of crazy stuff about each other, man, and really embarrassing themselves, honestly, you know, because we're supposed to be held at to a higher esteem, even socially, right? You still should hold yourself to a higher esteem. Now, I know emotions get the best of us, but still, emotions don't cause, or it shouldn't cause you to act out in that way, right? Especially, it really shouldn't cause you to hire a hitman. So I got a question. If you think back over your life, if you think back over all the circumstances or situations that happened that you didn't put yourself in, that you were not the actual cause of the situation, I got a question. Who is killing you, or who tried to attempt to kill you, or who hired someone to kill you? I could guarantee if you look back, it'll be someone who had access, because you wouldn't trust a stranger with a key to the house, right? I'm not giving anyone, you know what I'm saying, the code to my front door that I don't trust. No, there's only a handful of people that has access to my front door, and my nieces, you know, couple people, but they are all they have that access, because I believe that that while I'm sleeping, they wouldn't come in and kill me in my sleep. Right. So going, you know, if you look back at it, you can go look back at it, go through the scriptures. The Romans did execute Christ, but they were a hired hitman. They were. Pontius Pilate actually tried to free him. He said, "Man, hey, this dude ain't did nothing. This dude ain't did nothing. I don't see nothing wrong." Then he sent them to Herod, and Herod, you know, even though he wanted him, he still was like, "Man, I ain't doing it. You know, it ain't on me." Then he sent them back. Pontius Pilate went back to him again. You know, hey, this man ain't did nothing wrong. Hey, who y'all want? Give us Barabbas. Crucify him. So who gave the order? Yes, I understand that the Romans killed him. But if somebody outside of your house had that access code, right? The one that you only gave to the people who you trusted, the people who you believe is trustworthy and wouldn't hire somebody to kill you, wouldn't do it, then you'll be surprised when the hitman come in. You know, first of all, the police will be doing an investigation, trying to figure out how did they get into the house. You know, how did they gain access, right? That's one of the first things they'll look for. Is it a busted window? Is it something, you know, did they kick in the door? And then they find out, man, it ain't no sign of forced entry, right? Because somebody gave them the code. They just walked in the front door and was able to catch you in a vulnerable moment. So when I look back over my life and see situations of, you know, that I've been in where I've been put in a place to where someone was trying to assassinate my character, you know, assassinate my reputation, assassinate, you know, kill some aspect of my life, you know, if not, you know, kill me. You know, I don't think I've ever had any hitman that was trying to come and get me. I don't think so, but, you know, if they did, you know, God kept me, so it is what it is. But yeah, I look back and look at the events and the situations where people try to assassinate my character, assassinate my reputation, And most of the time, watch this, like either the information came from someone who had access, or it was a leak from somebody that had access, but it wasn't someone who didn't have any access, because then they just talking in the wind. It's like somebody saying something that is untrue. You don't even pay attention to it. It's not even a threat, because it's so far fetched, it's so untrue. You really don't even pay attention to it. But they gain your attention when they say something that they don't have any business knowing. They gain your attention when they say something or they do something that directly comes from something personal, or something that's close in your life. So man, it's honestly, the reason I came on here is because just like then, Christians still doing the same thing, man. We are our most formidable enemy, because it has to come from inside the house. It got to come from inside the house, man. It can't come from outside, because, man, again, they're not privileged to that access. They don't have that information. The people who try to kill you are people who are directly attached to you. That's the only way it can happen, right? Most of the time, you look at 48 hours. Y'all know our city. We like number 2 when it comes to 48 hours. Praying over our city right now, man. But we really high up there when it comes to murders in the city. And if you pay attention to it, by the time they get down to the suspects, man, 90% of the time, it's not a stranger. It's not a stranger. Most of the time it's not stranger danger. No, the stranger danger comes from the person who you gave access to, who you thought you knew, but they really a stranger to you, because the whole time they been playing. We was talking earlier, me and Lil Bruh, Cleve B, we was talking about warfare, right? Not spiritual warfare, just spiritual warfare, but as far as just general war. In war, the enemy or your adversary or your opponent has enough knowledge, enough intellect to play spies on the other side. Espionage, right? So if he, being a general, whoever calling the shots, got enough sense to put spies on the other side, espionage, so they can gain intellect, so they can bring back information, then what do you think Satan doing? He putting people on the other side, man. He putting people there so they can gain intellect, gain insight, get, go move through the ranks of the churches, move through the ranks of the fellowship of the body, right? So they can gain information, so they can attack, because that's what they gaining this information for. So to kill you, bro. That's it. So yeah, I had something else I wanted to I wanted to talk about, but then God put me on this because we don't want to be accountable for what we've done in life. We don't want to be held accountable for the assassination attempts or the successful assassinations. Yeah, we don't want to be accountable for that. We want to shoot a shot, hide our hand, just like they did back then, man. Crucify him. As a matter of fact, he told him, he said, man, hey, his blood gonna be on y'all hand. Well, they were so bold. They said, man, let his blood be on our hands and our children's. So they knew what they was doing. Yes, Rome executed it, but the hit came from inside. The hit came from the family, right? All in the family, like we talked about before, man. The family, they did the same thing with Stephen, right? When Stephen he started telling the truth. All he was doing was running down the family history. He was telling them their life. He was telling them, everything that happened. Father Abraham, you know what I'm saying? Joseph, Moses, Joshua, and then they didn't want to hear it though. When he got to Christ, they were like, no. Paul was there. Paul saw it. He was there when they stoned him. Yeah, he was there. He saw it. He didn't throw a stone. He didn't hit him in the head, but he was there though. So what I'm saying is be weary of the people that has access to you, because they the one that can do the most damage. Now I'm not saying like don't trust anybody. No, I'm not saying that. But hey, but you need to vet. Like we in the vetting season right now. Like you just can't know anybody just gain access like that. No, Jesus had an inner circle. So, I heard not too long ago, don't have an inner circle, have a straight line so you can see who's standing on that side and on the side of that person too. Right now, that's what we in the vetting season right now, because everybody killing right now, and it comes from inside. It comes from the house, right? Yeah, man. So, yeah, we moving and we doing stuff. You know what I'm saying? But I just wanted to jump on because I didn't want to be misinterpreted or misunderstood. Because we read scripture as if it don't apply to today, as if these situations don't repeat themselves. You know what I'm saying? A vicious cycle. But I see it every day. We see it every day. If you want to see it, you see it. You got eyes to see if you want to see. But the biggest competition come from the person who's supposed to be on the same team with me. I understand, iron sharper iron. Facts. That iron sharpens iron. But I don't pick that sword up and kill what's standing next to me though. We got an adversary, man. Yeah. We got an adversary. And they waving the banner. They ain't playing. Right? They ain't playing. They off with your head. They killing. They assassins. Yeah, we want to be assassins. We act like assassins, right? We act like when that time come, we're gonna do this or we're gonna do that. But man, the truth is, for real, man, we'll nut up. For sure. We ain't gonna do nothing. I seen it too many times. I done seen it too many times. Yeah, people making promises that they can't keep. Or like my grandmama said, don't write a check that what? Yeah. Don't do that. Don't do that. Yeah. Hey, I ain't got nothing else, man. I just had to come on real quick. Tune in to tomorrow, man. Sunday. Tomorrow's Sunday. Thank God. 12 o'clock. God got a word, And that's it, bro. Don't kill. Man, don't kill what look like you. Right? Watch this though. Okay. We kill what look like us though. Right? We do. We don't kill what don't look like us. We kill what looks like us. That's what I'm telling you. It's all in the family. It's all in the family. The evidence, we see the evidence every day. We want to say, what I'm saying, the man doing this, the man doing that. Nah, bro. It's you. Okay, watch this. Same thing. The Romans it could be classified as the man, right? Yeah, the man ain't out here killing folks. No, it's all in the family. Yeah. I'm gonna stop. It's all in the family. For sure. 100%. The man just allowing y'all to do it the same way the Romans allowed the Jews to kill Christ. It was the Jews. It came from the house. It was the family. It wasn't outside. They just executed. Somebody snitch with a kiss. Facts. I'm done, man. Hey, check out Revolution Revive, Christian Coalitions on Sundays, and then Holy Ron Real episodes piling up, bro. They coming. We doing this.
God bless the real. Holy Ron Real. God bless the real. Holy Ron Real. God bless the real. Holy Ron